Welcome guys to the new show where I'll be giving you the latest Real Madrid, Barcelona news, and I'll be giving you my opinion on every single one of them. I've had so many people send me different messages on IG and Twitter. Faysal, react to this, Faysal, react to this, Faysal, react to this. And rather than react to random news and random videos, I'm going to put it into one video. I'm giving you the latest news, latest opinion on every single news that's come out from both Madrid and Barcelona over the past week. If you like this format, if you like the show, put down in the comments your opinion. Also comment your own thoughts of any of the news reports which I'm about to tell you. And also like the video, subscribe to the channel. We've hit 60,000, which is absolutely insane, and I appreciate all the love and all the support that you guys have been showing me. Listen man, 60 is in the bag. The next target is 70. Real Madrid ran the least of all the 8 teams in the Champions League. And I was surprised, Real Madrid fans. We've always known that we are, in terms of pressing, we are the worst. We've always known that we don't have the players that can do the organized press. Our press is very one-man or two-man at best, yeah? And on top of that, if you want to add the La Liga to it, Kylian Mbappe is one of the worst and lowest players when it comes to the high intensity press. He's slower than Iago Aspas, Julian Alvarez, Rodrigo, Vini, Rafinha, Solov, Griezmann, Lewa. And in terms of numbers, Lewa averages double the amount of high intensity press than Kylian Mbappe, which tells you the idea why we ran the least against Arsenal, which gives you the idea why our press is so one-sided. And listen, it goes back to what Carlos said beginning of the year. He said, I don't want my attackers dropping deep and pressing. I want my attackers staying up front and waiting for the ball to get to them in transition. My brother, man, you are, honestly speaking, bro, it gets worse and worse and worse with you. And speaking of Carlo is in serious danger of getting sacked if he doesn't beat Arsenal next week. And I'm going to be so real, yeah. Even if he doesn't beat Arsenal, which, listen, we'll talk about it on a preview video, he is still staying. I don't see a world that Carlo Ancelotti is being sacked mid-season, before the game against Barcelona in the Copa del Rey final, before the league is about to complete. I don't see Carlo getting sacked, maybe end of the season. And speaking about the end of the season, Xabi Alonso is, of course, the front runner to replace Carlo Ancelotti. Xabi Alonso stayed at Leverkusen because of the fact that Carlo Ancelotti won the league and the Champions League last season. And he knew that Madrid was never going to get rid of Carlo after winning the double of the Champions League and the league. That's why he stayed at Leverkusen, rejecting the likes of Liverpool and Bayern, who both wanted him. And listen, Xabi Alonso, there's been reports, whether it's this summer or next summer. But I'm going to be so real, yeah. If it's not this summer, if Xabi Alonso doesn't come this summer, then may Allah bless every single Real Madrid fan for next season. Because if Carlo continues for one more season after we've seen this season, suffering might be 10 times more. Let's take it quickly to the rivals Barcelona. And after Barcelona beat Dortmund 4-0, and the 3 players, the 3 trios of both Rafinha, Lewa, Lamine Yamal all scored, Barcelona's trio of both Rafinha, Lewa and Lamine Yamal has combined of 82 goals around Europe, and that is more than the Bayern trio of Kane, Musiala, Elisa with 65, PSG's trio, Real Madrid's trios, Liverpool and Atletico. It just tells you, yeah, these 3 up front has been hitting numbers consistently and across every single person. Of course, Lewa and Rafinha taking most of them. And a big reason why 3 of them has been performing at all-time best is because of Hansi Flick and the system that Hansi Flick has allowed all 3 of them to shine and pretty much free them from every single person. And due to that reason, Barcelona has been trying non-stop this whole month of sitting down with Hansi Flick and giving him an extension, whether that's optional for a year, 2 years. I'm going to be so real, yeah. If you're a Barcelona fan and you've got Hansi Flick in front of you, my brother, you should pray to the Lord that Hansi Flick stays 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Give him a lifetime contract, because the way Hansi Flick has changed your broke-ass life, my brother, it's been impressive. You went from literally homeless act. You went from waiting and dying for 6-inch Subway sandwiches to now you're getting a full meal deal. I want a 12-inch. I want a Subway cookie. I want a drink as well. Add the garlic bread to it. You're asking for the most, fam. And if Hansi Flick has done that to you, hey, you better kiss him, bro. But one more person Barcelona is trying to keep him is, of course, Lamine Yamal. Let's be real. I've seen the reports. I've seen that a lot of clubs are trying to get Lamine Yamal. My brother, my brother. Let's put all the fantasies in the bag here. Lamine Yamal will never leave Barcelona. It's like telling Messi at the age of 18, 19, 20 to leave Barcelona. It's like telling the youngsters to leave Barcelona. My brother, he's happy there. He's a La Masia graduate. I don't see Lamine Yamal ever leaving Barcelona. Maybe at the age of 30, 31, 32, 35. The same way Messi left. But right now, at the age of 17, where he's enjoying himself and his best friends is there. You know what? Bro, love, man. It is never happening. But you guys might be wondering why I did this celebration. And this celebration belongs to one person and one person only, and that is Alexander Isak, which to me, by the way, complete off the topic, this celebration here might be one of my best and favorite celebrations currently going on. And speaking of Isak, Barcelona is of course trying to get a striker. They've been trying to get the man from Newcastle, the man from Leipzig, you guys know who that is, the man from Sporting Lisbon, you guys know who that is, the man from Lille, the Canadian brother, you guys know who that is. But let's be real, yeah, Isak is a very complicated signing, because first of all, Bro, 150 million. Secondly, he's happy at Newcastle after winning the trophy for the first time in over 80 years. He's, of course, trying to qualify to the Champions League with Newcastle, which is an amazing feeling. And if he was to leave, Newcastle would never let him leave for less than 150 million. Can Barcelona afford 150 million? My brother, hell no. They can barely afford 150 Iraqi dinars. For you to expect Barcelona to afford 150 million euros? Yeah, my brother. Get the hell out, man. But one person that Barcelona can afford, but the player himself is currently contemplating whether he should join Barcelona, and that is Jonathan Tah. Of course, Jonathan Tah will be a free agent this summer, and Barcelona has been the only club really and truly pushing to the idea of signing Jonathan Tah. If you ask me personally speaking, the idea of signing Jonathan Tah from a Barcelona perspective makes no sense. Hear me out. Barcelona, they've got Arujo, they've got Inigo, they've got Kubasi, and they've got the young Christensen is there, but who's rumoured to leave. They've got Kunde who can play there, they've got Sergio Dominguez who can play there, and they've got the La Masia boys, and Iragossi who can play there. Listen. Jonathan Tah, if you get him, his wage is going to be crazy high because you get him as a free agent. Secondly, if you get him, you are really expecting him to play him because he's not leaving Leverkusen, starting as a captain of Leverkusen, and then coming off the bench to be the fourth option. Jonathan Tah, you can use the money, you can use the wages of better positions, the likes of right back, having a replacement to Kunde, the likes of left winger, and the likes of the striker. So the idea of Jonathan Tah in Barcelona, to me, makes no sense. But now let's flip it to Real Madrid. And one more thing that makes no sense when it comes to a centre-back signing is Dean Huijsen, who's been literally twerking to a move to Real Madrid. He's been coming out in every single interview, literally putting his balls on the table. I want Madrid. I love Madrid. My idol, Sergio Ramos. I love the Santiago Bernabeu. Who would not want to go to Real Madrid? And Real Madrid, as of today, as of right now today, they have rejected the idea. They like the idea of Dean Huijsen. They feel like he's in the perfect future prospective centre-back for Real Madrid. But Real Madrid are not prepared to pay over 50 million for his release clause. And let me just tell you one thing right now. 50 million for Dean Huijsen should be seen as a bargain, should be seen as peanuts. But Real Madrid think 50 million for Dean Huijsen is something which they are not prepared to pay. And Dean Huijsen could potentially go to another club this summer. Because let's be real, every single club around the world will be paying for that release clause. And if Real Madrid rejects the idea, and if those rumours are true, my problem might not only be with Carlo Ancelotti, I might have an agenda with Florentino Perez as well. But trust me, my agenda for Florentino Perez is not going to be as big as my agenda with Carlo Ancelotti. Because Carlo Ancelotti is, right now, as of right now, very happy with how Lucas Vazquez has played over the past couple games. And he doesn't feel there's been any issues with Lucas Vazquez. He doesn't feel like Lucas Vazquez has been in blame of many goals. My brother. We have lost 11 games this season. Guess how many times Lucas Vazquez started off those 11 games? He started 8 games. If you don't feel like he's been any issues, and if you don't feel like he's been at fault for all the chances that we've conceded and all the goals that we've conceded, then Carlo Ancelotti, you actually might be worse than what I thought you are. Listen, my levels and my standards with you are so low, but you might be even lower than that. And that is disgusting. But you know what else is disgusting? Real Madrid have conceded 11 goals in the last 4 games. We haven't kept a clean sheet in the last 9 games. And that comes down to the defensive pairings and the defensive options and the defensive mistakes and the defensive structures. And the biggest blame of that comes down to the right-hand side of Lucas Vazquez. And if you still can't see it, My goodness gracious. But it's not only goals that we are conceding, it's shots as well. And as of right now, Real Madrid have conceded the most shots and the most goals since the 18-19 season. And you guys all remember what happened 18-19 season. That is seen as one of the worst seasons of Real Madrid. And as of right now, as you guys are seeing it literally might be that as well. But moving swiftly on to Barcelona, and Mark ter Stegen, Mats, the man himself, is back now from injury. And of course, he is the team leader. He is the team captain. And he came out after the game against Dortmund and said, listen, I'm very happy with how Szczęsny has been playing. I'm very happy with how he's done so far over the past 3 months. But I am now back from an injury and I am now healthy and working to be playing. And of course, it comes down to what Hansi Flick done, but I'm ready when I'm being called on. And listen, for Hansi Flick, he's got a decision to make. Is he going to be giving the starting position to Szczęsny, or is he going to be giving it to Matt ter Stegen after, of course, coming back? Listen, ter Stegen is, of course, the captain, the leader, and he was the starter before he went down with an injury. But listen, what Szczęsny has done over the past 4 months might be better than what Matt ter Stegen has done over the past 3 years. And listen, I'm not going to disrespect ter Stegen, and of course he's got his own legacy. For me, before the injury and around the 21-22, he was very important, that clean sheet record, and going all the way back as well. But listen, he's had some blunders. And if, and I repeat if, ter Stegen thinks he's coming now and takes the position of Szczęsny, hey man, I'm not going to be looking at ter Stegen for that. I'm going to be looking at Hansi Flick for allowing it to happen. But I don't think Hansi Flick is going to change the goalkeepers around, especially at this stage of the season. But one person Barcelona is very happy with so far at this stage of the season is Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong was last year rumoured to go, and Barcelona was desperate to let him go. But after what he's done so far this season, and most specifically after what he's done in 2025, Barcelona has basically said, yeah, we are not prepared for Frankie to go. As a matter of fact, we are prepared to give him a contract. But the only way for him to go is if we get an offer that we can't refuse. And to be fair, yeah, Frankie de Jong so far, Barcelona, in 2025 has done an amazing job. And I feel like Hansi Flick has finally, it's taken about 2 to 3 years of all the managers, they finally managed to find the balance and to find the management and to find the cohesion and to find the relationship and the chemistry between Pedri and Frankie. Because so far, the balance has been amazing from a Barcelona perspective. But one person who's not getting any sort of minutes, he's not getting any sort of balance, is Ansu Fati. And Ansu Fati, after seeing how he's been treated, to be fair, down to him, and after seeing he's not getting any sort of minutes, Ansu Fati is most likely to leave this summer. Let's be real, bro. Ansu Fati, you might as well John Hill face, bro. We might as well do watch-alongs together for Barcelona games. We might react to Barcelona videos, do match reviews. My brother. Put the aim and put the little trying to go back to what you were before. Put it in the bag, fam. Honestly speaking, my brother, let the bag go, man. Just go to Saudi, go to Dubai, go to South Africa, go to Kaiser Chiefs, go to Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, you know what? Cuba, fam. Or Fiji, or South Korea, or India, Mumbai FC, fam. Or Saudi Arabia. My brother, go to any club, bro. You playing at the high level, of the highest level, of the highest level. It's over, man. And to finish the news update with, we can't talk about the idea of any place go to Saudi and not finish it off with Vinicius Jr., who has rejected and will be rejecting the 1 billion offer that he is supposed to be getting from Saudi and wants to stay at Real Madrid and extend his contract at Real Madrid. Listen, I was never afraid of Vinny going to Saudi. I never thought that Vinny would ever leave Real Madrid because we all know how much he loves Real Madrid. We all know how much he adores Real Madrid. So the idea of Vinny leaving Real Madrid to go to Saudi, put that dream in the bag. But listen, I hope you guys have enjoyed the update show where I'm giving you news, throwing you news from literally every single part of Real Madrid and Barcelona. If you guys enjoyed this format, if you guys want more of these kind of videos, put down in the comments. Don't forget to, of course, like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to comment your own thoughts about any of the news update. And I'll see you soon with a potentially episode 2 if you guys are interested. Peace.